Hi everyone, so today we're going to be learning how to change the gear cartridges inside your VEX V5 motors. So first of all, let's start off with which one's which. So this red one here is the 100 RPM gear cartridge, the green one, the 200 RPM. It's usually the most commonly used gear cartridge. As you'll see in this motor here, you can see a little strip of green that tells you it's a 200 RPM gear cartridge. Yeah. And then this is our blue one, which is the 600 RPM gear cartridge. So yeah, so a little explanation of why we would need different gear cartridges is because since each one has a different speed, their torque changes as well. So this red one here, as the speed decreases, the torque increases. So this would have the most torque. And this blue one here has the most speed. It's at 600 RPM, so it has the least torque. And this green one here is 200 RPM, so it has a balance between the two. So yeah. So sometimes we need different ratios for different purposes, so we need to change the gear cartridge inside this gear, and I'll be showing you how to do that now. So yeah, we just take our screwdriver and we need to unscrew all of the little motor screws here. What I usually like to do is just unscrew each one a little bit before slowly pulling them all out. I just like to unscrew them just enough that you can start to kind of pull them out using your own fingers, because I try to minimize the amount of unscrewing I have to do with the screwdriver to minimize stripping of the screw. Just pull them out, you pull this off, and we take out this 200 RPM one, set it to the side, and let's say we need a 600 RPM, or we want a 600 RPM to put in. So we just need to make sure that you see this little circular shaped thing here, that we line it up towards this, because it's actually going to fit into this circular shape here, and so we need to make sure it's in the right place so everything goes in correctly. So we just need to slip it in. Sometimes it won't go in all the way. Well, this one did, but if it doesn't, you can just jiggle it in with using the axle and just kind of turn it a little bit to make sure all the gears line up, and that'll usually make it go in. And yeah, so just make sure to line up this hole with this hole. Make sure everything's flush and aligned correctly, and then we can screw everything back in. You can see that it slides in a little bit at the beginning. Kind of satisfying. Oh, there we go. Let me just start screwing everything in little by little. Check everything one last time, make sure everything's screwed all the way in. But just being careful that you don't strip the screws, or else you're gonna have a hard time getting them out later, which is not fun for anyone. Yep, everything's tightened and you're all set. So now we see that the little band inside is blue, and that's how we know that it's a 600 RPM cartridge on the inside instead of the standard 200 RPM. And yeah, that's it. Bye!